Hello, everybody.
Good practice run. Sorry. That was on me. I told him to go. That was not being a good director. So sorry.
Hello, everybody. I hope y'all are doing well, and just wanted to chat about a few things here today. First off, somebody asked a question the other day, and maybe some people missed this whenever it happened because it wasn't a big deal, and you just didn't see it or hear about it. But so somebody asked how the chapels have a name now, and how did that come about, and where did the names come from? Well, whenever Marion Hall, whenever it was first built, it was a hall that was used for everything, and so it was one a big space, and the sanctuary up here could be closed off whenever something was going on. And then at some point during Father Dan's time here, not exactly sure at what time that was, but sometime during that time, a wall was added, and this space was made into a more of a permanent worship space. And so as I started to be here, and other people started to talk to me and stuff like that, we realized that we were calling this chapel the chapel. It was the chapel in Marion Hall, and the Adoration Chapel was called the Adoration Chapel. And it's pretty common for chapels to have a name, to have a saint or some image of the Virgin Mary, kind of, for us to have them as our protector and all those different kinds of things. So, so I started to talk to people about that. And I had first said, well, how about we call this chapel in Marion Hall St. Ignatius, because he's my favorite saint. So I just threw that out there in the world. And then I started to talk about the Adoration Chapel. Well, to my dismay, everybody wanted it to be a Marian chapel, like a Marian kind of name. I so love you, Mary. But it's Holy Rosary already, so I figured, throw in some saints, right? But everybody said, no, Marian, Father, Marian. I said, oh, it's okay. So then I started to kind of talk to people about, well, what kind of Marian image do you want it to be called? And they started to throw out all kinds of different stuff, and some of them I didn't even really know if they were okay by the church and different things like that. So then I ended up choosing two Marian, what do you call them? You don't call them images.
Apparitions or?
Apparitions, yes, apparitions, yeah. And so Our Lady of Lourdes and Our Lady of Fatima are two that have been recognized by the church, and I've actually been to both of these places, and they are special to me. And so I figured, why not? We'll have two Marian chapels here at Holy Rosary Parish. So Our Lady of Fatima. Now, how did that come about? Well, I had mentioned on Facebook and in my letter to the parish and in the bulletin that it was going to be called Our Lady of Fatima Chapel. So then I had a friend who donated this statue back here, in the back here. Can you see her? She's way back there in the back. I had a friend of mine who donated that statue, and so she is Our Lady of Fatima back there. And so that's how this chapel got its name, Our Lady of Fatima. And then the Adoration Chapel is called Our Lady of Lourdes. So that way, now, and see, many people, because they have jobs and different things, really don't come over to Marion Hall very much, and that's fine. But over the door, there is a sign that says Our Lady of Fatima Chapel. And so, and over the Adoration Chapel, there is a sign that says Our Lady of Lourdes Chapel. So that's how all of that came about. And so I talked about it with a lot of different people, and that's how it came about. So, if you talk to me a lot, you get to help me choose things like that, right? Because I talk to lots of different people about it. And so, yeah, so that's how it all came about. And so now each of our chapels have a name, and that's cool, right?
And Our Lady of Lourdes Chapel is going to have a painting of Our Lady of Lourdes in it, correct?
It is.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. For sure.
If you're able, just speak a little bit louder.
Speak a little louder, okay?
Some of them have their volume all the way up and it's still soft.
Okay, sorry about that. Okay. Let's see. So, schedule. I just want to talk about that some because I've gotten several messages, I guess you'd say, about the schedule. Well, I don't know, and I don't understand some of the messages honestly because I guess people think that we're full all the time. We're not full at all. Our services, all of our public services, all of our public prayer times have not been full at all. And so we are not going to be adding any new services. I mean, we're not even hitting half full on any of our services yet. So we're not going to be adding any services until people feel more comfortable, to come. Because there's no need for that at this time. There's no need to sign up for anything because there's plenty of room at the house, so come on down. As soon as you are more comfortable, that's when we will be adding a lot more times. As far as the Adoration Chapel, we're not even having normal volunteers come yet. People are not coming to Mass. And if people are not coming to Mass, they will not come to the Adoration Chapel 24/7. So there's no way that we're going to open that up yet. And anyways, whenever the Adoration Chapel does open, we're going to have to open it slowly because it's been closed for a long time. And that's not normal. So it's going to take us a while to get everything back up and running. So we have to make sure about that. Work. Why did I put work on my list?
The work that's being done.
The
on
work
property.
being done on the
Oh,
property.
thank you.
I know I had to think about it.
I just ate and I'm ready to take a nap, I think. Sorry. Okay, so what's been going on around here? Well, the middle school a roof and the cafeteria and the gym and all that area needed major roof repairs. And so all of that's getting done right now. That's very important because if you don't have that done, then stuff inside the building gets messed up constantly. So we are working on that right now. Also, the new railing at the main church has been put in. The stained glass protectors for the big windows have been put in. Right now, myself and some other staff members are trying to figure out how we are going to fix Holy Rosary Church. Because whenever you have a building, especially an old one, you have to fix the envelope, which is the outside, okay? And we have to make it where the water cannot get into the church. And even though this was not necessarily planned for in the capital campaign, to do all of this kind of stuff, we have to do it, because if the water is going to get in and it's going to damage, behind the altar again, that's going to happen in a couple months. It's all going to happen again. Also, so we are getting many bids, and to help us, we are going to get what we probably should have had a long time ago. We are going to get a consultant, and this consultant kind of knows how to handle old buildings. He or she is going to be there. It's going to be myself and Ann and this consultant, and this consultant is going to be able to tell us if we have to spend that much money to fix this, or if we need to do this, or if we need to do that. So it's someone who kind of takes care of us and helps us to do what is right for Holy Rosary Church. So our journey is going to be longer probably than expected, because we have found out that our historic church has a few issues, but everything is fixable. So it's just going to take us, our journey is going to be a little bit more special. How about that? So, but that's perfectly fine. And we're going to work through all of that. Celebrations, okay? It's hard, people of God, it's hard. I know it's hard with the weddings and kinder graduation and 8th grade graduation and first communion and RCIA and senior breakfast, and I'm probably missing something, but there's so many celebrations that we have had to miss in a way. So how are we going to do this? How are we going to celebrate? And I know that that's important, to you guys, and it's important to us as well. Well, first off, whenever it comes to the school, I think by your messages and by things that I've heard, I don't think people understand that the school has stricter regulations than even I do as a pastor for the church. So just because 100 people can go into the church, it doesn't mean that our school can have a function that has 100 people in it, okay? So Miss Bradford is working very hard, and she's on every Zoom meeting, every meeting with the Archdiocese, and she is trying to figure out different things that are going to happen. And she will let you know every step of the way. She's been doing a good job about telling you every step of the way how things are going to go. So pay attention to Miss Bradford whenever it comes to kinder graduation and 8th grade graduation and all those different kinds of things. Whenever it comes to RCIA, whenever it comes to First Communion, those types of things, people say, well, why are you having it so early? Well, we're not having it early. We're actually behind schedule already. And a lot of people desire to have their sacraments immediately, because they desire that, because they've been wanting those sacraments and they're hungry for them, and that's a beautiful thing. And so we want to respect that. Also, we need to make sure that we get these sacraments that we are able to give these sacraments for in case we have to go back into tighter regulations and different things. So right now, I'm able to have 100 people. So right now, I'm able to do that. So right now, I'm able to serve you in that way, and I'm able to have you have some family members and all that different kind of stuff. But if I hold off until June or July, I may not be able to have anybody come into the church. So we need to do this now for in case. Because if I have learned anything from this pandemic, is that I'm not in charge. And that things change daily. And so we want to do as much as possible, to get those done. And it's not hurrying it. It's not trying to get it done, like just slap it around. No. It's to get it done because people are hungering for it, okay? And also if, like I have already sent out through email, if there is someone in the RCIA who has something more to ask, if you want to talk, we are here to answer everything for you. So just give us a call, okay? Now, after all of this is over, when is that going to be? I have no idea at all. But when all of this is over, we are going to have a celebration, okay? We are going to celebrate our kinder graduation. We are going to celebrate 8th grade graduation. And just calling people up to the front, in front of our parish, and telling people, these are our kindergartners, these are our 8th graders, these are the people that came into the church through the RCIA. Even celebrating all of our seniors from our parish, because we were not able to have our senior breakfast. So we weren't able to celebrate you either. So we are going to celebrate everybody, and we're going to have a potluck, and we're going to celebrate, right? So that's going to happen, and that's going to be beautiful, and it's going to be great for us to be together. When is that going to happen? I have no idea. I would say August, but it may be September. It may be earlier than that. I don't know, but whenever it happens, I will let you know, okay? Something exciting that's happening on May the 26th in Holy Rosary Parish, Holy Rosary Catholic School in Roseburg. Our playground is going to be started. The actual construction is going to start on May the 26th. And that's right around the corner. So when we have that potluck, we will also celebrate a grand opening of our playground. So that people can come and play on it, jump around, and have a good time. So that'll be great as well. So, any questions from anybody at this time about anything? Make sure you know to look at phase number 2, because we are still in phase number 2. And that's not going to change until it's time to go into phase number 3. If there is a change, you will probably see that come out on Friday, and it would be called phase number 3. Now, remember that phases don't actually mean more. It just means that there are going to be changes. So we're going to try to, because every week we try to formulate everything to serve as many people as possible. So like, for example, confessions were added to Sunday morning so that the people that have to go to work during the week can go to confession. So that's why that change happened. So, so every week we try to do better. As far as music during Mass, we have the copyright to all of our music, to be able to stream it, but we are trying to figure out how to do that properly. I think because Holy Rosary Parish has put on so many videos that they're like keeping a close eye on us now. So we are figuring out how to put it on there properly, and whenever that happens, we will have music again, and that'll be great. So, any questions, any concerns, any?
Remind them of the theme submissions.
Oh, theme submissions. So, I have already had 4 people send in great ideas, and like a page long of ideas to each of them. So great stuff. So our staff is not even gonna have to do any work because it's all gonna be right there for us. So it's gonna be great. So we are going to pick the top 3, and you are going to vote on it. But I still need some more ideas. You know, like how we had Let's Grow Together. It was short and sweet. It needs to be short and sweet, and it needs to be something that's powerful, something that we can dig into over the year, right? And so send those to my email, orenhalapesca@gmail.com, and I will be happy to take those and to because we are going to pick 3, and you can turn those theme ideas in until June the 1st. So you still have plenty of time to do that. So turn them in today. Okay?
There's no age requirement either.
No
Everyone
age.
can submit.
Whoever you are, you can turn it in, right? Whoever you are, if you have a good idea, send it in, right?
You can send it in the form of a logo design too already, right? Artistic ideas.
Absolutely. Send in all kinds of stuff, and we will see how that goes, because we're excited. Very excited, actually. Yeah. Okay. Anything else that I need to let people know about? Or any other questions that have come up over these last few days?
Maybe just a little plug for Children's Mass. Tell them to invite people.
Oh.
They don't have to go to Holy Rosary.
Right. So every Thursday morning we have a children's mass and a homily that is interactive. Children can talk back and forth, to me, and I can talk to them. So if you would like to, or if your grandkids would like to participate, it's a great mass for them to come to, or to participate in, I should say. And so sign on Thursday mornings at 10 o'clock. Okay? Anything else? Other than that, I think everything is going fantastic around here. Everybody's staying pretty healthy, and that's pretty good. We had another funeral on Friday, but that's only our second funeral during the whole pandemic, so that's good. So we just continue to pray for everybody's health and that everybody stays healthy. And that was our first funeral to be able to have back inside church, because after the parish has Sunday Mass, then they can do funerals as well. So that's why that was important for us to start that right away. So those things are available to us now. But other than that, I think everything's going great. And just make sure maybe to tell people that we are not full for daily Mass. We are not full on Sunday. Our prayer times are not full. So if you would like to come and pray in front of the tabernacle, if you would like to come to Mass, there are plenty of openings available at this point. And as soon as that Mass gets full, all the masses that are scheduled, then we will start to add more. But we will not add more until people start to come. But it's okay that people are not comfortable to come yet. That's okay, so don't worry about that. But if you do want to come, you are able to come at this time because we have plenty of seats available for you. So now everybody's going to come tomorrow, but and then we won't have enough seats. But as far as right now, it's been really slow. It's been really slow, and so I don't know who spread around that we're so full because we're not. So that's not happening. So come on down, and I hope to see you soon. So God bless you, and have a great day.